This is laser engraving on an iPhone. This guy transformed aluminum cans into a sword. This guy can beatbox while he's playing the flute. This is an incredible ice cave. This person rendered 7 ancient ruins. This might be evidence for a 9th planet in our solar system.
Here what we see in purple, these are the huge orbits of the distant Kuiper Belt objects. They all kind of lie in the same plane. They're all arranged into the same overall directions, so that something is gravitationally shepherding them. This object is Planet 9.
This is how a sand mandala is made. This worker is repainting the road markings. Here's a blue snake called a pit viper. The Dubai police now have robotic officers. Their goal is to have 25% of the police force made up of robots in 2030. This is a therapy dog. They're going to help a lot of people. This is the world record for 2018 drones flying at once. This is a Viking ship. The triple point of water is when water will freeze, melt, and boil at the same time. This is a bismuth crystal. This is a ping pong robot. This is a river bus. Snakes can climb rope. This algae bioreactor can remove as much CO2 as an acre of trees. This is a surfing competition for dogs. This is the Infinideck.
So I'm going to turn this way. Okay.
This is an incredible fish trap. This is the best way to make a breakfast sandwich. Here's a 3-foot Indian giant squirrel. There's ice water in this crater on Mars. It's about 6,000 feet thick all year long.
A topographic image of the crater was taken as well, showing the terrain of the region. The crater is icy all year round because of a phenomenon known as cold trap. This is when the deeper parts of the crater trap the ice while a layer of cold air is created right above it. This layer shields the ice and prevents it from disappearing.
This is how silicon rubber is mixed and milled. This ink transforms as it dries. These are elemental gases in front of a mini Tesla coil. It's possible to make a fire tornado in a bubble. Here's a demonstration of constant velocity with a moving trampoline. Bulls won't attack people if they're not threatened. Ducks can escape from tigers. This is the trophy stand for a robotics competition. This is a bridge for animals to decrease the amount of roadkill. This is the world's smallest shotgun. This robot can do a gymnastic routine. This is how Old Spice commercials are made. This LED is programmed to create images as it spins. These are cyclones at Jupiter's North Pole. Chinese panda keepers wear panda costumes to prevent human attachment. This is blue lava from a volcano in Indonesia. This is a 420 kilogram fireworks shell with a diameter of 1.2 meters.
In microgravity, flames burn differently. They form little spheres, says Williams. Space station flame balls turn out to be wonderful mini-labs for combustion research.
Google Maps launched an augmented reality experience where you show your surroundings and it points you to the right street in real time.
Hold it up, and it locates, and it says, you have to go across there. Now we just have to get across that insane roundabout. Fun!
This is a two-headed turtle named Chop and Stick. Using a blowtorch to burn patterns into a wood floor. These are some shady tricks used in pizza commercials. This is a credit card scanner scam, and it only takes a few seconds to install. A quick pull check can save your life. This is how a samurai sword gets its curve. The speed in which we can read words is amazing. This is a supernumerary rainbow. This is a Eurolite meteorite under a microscope. This is what's inside of a fire truck. This suit was coated in Everdry, and it repels almost any liquid. This AK-47 muzzle can deflect rain. Construction vehicles can do wheelies. This is professional spike ball. This is a demonstration of surface tension. This is an ancient teapot. This is called a jellyfish shot. This is what a high bar routine looks like from the torso's perspective. These are golden raspberries. Both of these trees are alive and have been sharing the same living space for over a century. This is a 2,000-year-old olive tree in Greece. During World War II, the Polish land forces put a bear into action. He was promoted once and served in one battle. He carried ammo and supplies to Allied troops. From left to right, this is a snow-white tiger, regular tiger, golden tiger, and white Bengal tiger. This incredible optical illusion is called Demon Hill. This is a liquid crystal color shutter.
If I pump some video into it, you'll discover the picture tube is in fact a black and white picture tube. We can see the video scan lines created as the electron beam sweeps across the tube clear as day. And of course, everything looks either black, white, or some sort of gray in between. But just by placing this little cover in front of the CRT, it becomes a color image.
This is how you stop birds from flying into your window.
Cheap, simple trick, and all you're going to need is a pen like this, and it's basically a pen for writing on glass. It writes a very fine white line that sticks to the glass. You can scrape it off if you want to with like a credit card or something, but you can wash the windows and it'll stay there. So you just draw these white lines vertically 4 inches apart down the window. You can hardly see it, but birds don't like flying through gaps that go downwards. They don't mind if it's that way because they'll fly through the gap, but if the lines are going down, they don't like it, and also I think it reminds them of cobwebs. But either way, it's worked 100%.
Mustard cures muscle cramps.
Nobel Prize winner Rod McKinnon and science colleague Bruce Bean hypothesized that consuming strong flavors such as mustard or pickle juice triggered nerves in the mouth, throat, and stomach. This stimulation would overwhelm misbehaving muscle cramp causing nerves, deactivating overexcited neurons. So really, any food or beverage with a flavor as strong as pickle juice or mustard, such as hot sauce, will cure muscle cramps.
Ibex can climb vertical walls.
This is aerogel, the world's lightest, that is least dense solid. This piece has a mass of just 1.22 grams. That is only a few times the mass of the same volume of air, which kind of makes sense because it is 99.8% air. In fact, some aerogels are so light that if you removed all the air from them, they would be less dense than air.
This is what happens when you throw boiling water into cold air. This is a moving building in Shanghai. This is the sound of a volcanic eruption.
Watch out for the shock, it's coming. Holy smoking Toledos.
Waterproof coating works on windshields. This instrument is called a hurdy-gurdy. This is what a caracal sounds like. This guy is a cotton candy professional. This cardinalfish swallowed a creature that spits out light. "1,000 drones can lift a semi-truck." This is a rare white giraffe. This is a rare white turtle found in Australia.
If you want us to do anything in particular. Okay. I just worry about that is so cool. I've never seen it. Never seen this.
This is a 3D triple pendulum. This is wheelchair boxing.
Boxing for us, it's like a break from a lot of the pressures that we deal with in our lives every day. And I provide that.
Take a breather, man. Go do some power work in a minute.
And I enjoyed every bit of the passion, the laugh, the smile. People really enjoy themselves. And a lot of times people need to let loose, you know, because we all been in that dark place. We all deal with the ugly side of disabilities.
This is how hot metal is compressed. This will happen if you look directly at the sun through a telescope. This is the Chimera ghost shark. This is a tank silencer.
To reduce the loud firing bang, a shooting silencer was tested on the M109A3G self-propelled howitzer. The acoustic effect was enormous.
This is a Toy Story 4 shadow box. This bird knows how to go fishing. This is what a solar eclipse looks like from above the clouds. Snakes don't kill everything in their path.
Not only does the disc hover above the track, but it can hover below it as well. In fact, we can shape the track any way we want, and the disc zooms along at exactly the same height, no matter its orientation, with no friction or resistance.
This is a photo of volcanic lightning. It was taken by German photographer Martin Rizzi, and it prompted us to ask, how the heck does lightning happen? Because of the threat of conflagration, scientists can only theorize here, but the large clouds and fast-moving exploding rocks are thought to create a similar electrical charge to a thundercloud. The aerodynamics of the positively charged rocks and magma flying into these negatively charged clouds of ash and dust over and over again.
This is a realistic racing simulator. Every year on August 1st, the entire city of Warsaw stops everything for a single minute to honor those who fought during the Warsaw Uprising in 1944. This coin has a mechanical heart. This CEO proved his bulletproof cars work by sitting in one and taking shots from an AK-47. This is a hotel in Berlin with an aquarium around the elevator. Here's what it looks like from the inside. This driver is digging with a 3D GPS. This giant squid egg was found off the coast of Norway. This is a full-body velociraptor puppet. This is how emergency slides are deployed on planes. This is India's Kailasa temple.
This temple was not constructed by adding stone blocks, but an entire mountain was carved to create this temple. This is the only temple in the whole world where a mountain was cut out from the top to create a structure.
Here's two samples of meteorites that came from the Moon and Mars. The black one is Martian and the gray one is lunar. This is an infrared image of the center of the Milky Way, stretching a distance of 760 light-years across. This 400-year-old bonsai tree survived the Hiroshima bombing. In 1976, it was given as a gift from Japan to the US as a birthday present. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day, and may the positive universal energy be with you.